Hello, I'm Dr. Sindhu from EST Capital, AG Zurich, and my project is EST International Bank. The
Excuse
whole
me?
basic,
Start over
yeah,
again. Start over
the
again.
basic purpose of this banking is to develop composite banking, because we have been now talking of impact banking, disruptive banking. So this is basically a social banking, composite banking, but using the technology of blockchain. So we have created, not created, we have got 3 banking licenses, one in Puerto Rico, one in Uruguay, one in Peru, another is in offering in Guinea-Conakry in Africa. Now, Guinea-Conakry in Africa is the main model where we are experimenting with all the social development angles, because that is the, I should say, the seat of microfinancing, how it will be developed and how we are going to create the financial inclusion and social inclusion, industrial inclusion by way of blockchain, and how we are going to reach the concept of banking the unbanked and the target audience and target customers. So let me start with that. This is just the facts that the 66% of the population and how they are suffering and how the banks are not able to reach to them, and the market is huge, the total market opportunity is great, and we can have a real good working module if we pay attention to the basics of the banking. Right now, what has happened with the blockchain and the cryptocurrency, all this hype, that we have forgotten the basic banking parameters, and all of a sudden the banks have become the biggest villain. So, but we do know that in every system, evil always creeps in, and we have to get rid of all the evil norms and evil system, elements of that system. So this, our presentation and our effort is in that direction. We do not say that the bank is totally bad, because it is a time-tested norm and time-tested activity by which we have come to this stage. But there are certain elements which have crept in and which has destroyed and disrupted the whole norm of the banking and destroyed the social concept of the banking, by which they were supposed to be the instrument for social development. So we do know the basic principles of blockchain, so I need not further elaborate over it and waste my time, because time is short. So there are so many benefits of blockchain that we do know. So all those elements and benefits will be the part of our banking. But this is 100% blockchain, mobile banking, digital banking. That is why we call it composite banking. In this, what is happening, all our different bank licenses in different countries, they are connected by way of blockchain. So whatever activity is being done from any center can be replicated at other center if the client is there. So if supposing, let me go further, I will show you how it is going to move.
That's 5 minutes.
Okay, so we have different account opening process here, in which we are using the process of creating a fiat account as well as the crypto wallet. Our wallet is insured, every individual wallet is insured for $500,000 by Anderson through Lloyd's, and our whole banking exchange is insured by Lloyd's, again, fully 100%. Why they are giving us insurance backup? Because our token is fully gold-backed, physical gold, which we are keeping in OZL Security House. What we have done, since it is going to become a security token, we have tried to satisfy the regulators. We have created a Reg D bond against our gold, physical gold, and against that Reg D bond, we are issuing the tokens. And Reg D bond is available on DGCC with QC ISIN, and we are holding it in our portfolio with Bank of New York Mellon. So in our blockchain module, we have created API connection for regulators also, that they can get inside our system and do digital audit anytime. This is how we are the flagging operation for backend. This is the model for fund transfer to parties through blockchain. This is the special project of trade finance that has been developed because this was one of my projects in Oxford. So this is very close to us, and we are trying to develop because all the lending club and all that, they were digital entities and they were providing digital funding. But ours is blockchain funding. So whatever the evils that had crept in lending club, those have been reduced because there was no transparency in that. Here you will have all the transparency because you must have heard about the frauds in lending club also. Then there are various loans, guarantees. We have also a bond underwriting facility on blockchain. This is the venture capital model or Xcash, in which we are tokenizing all the different loans and creating separate entities as investors, so that that's how the loan does not become a loan for the our clients. It becomes an investment tool, and it is also appreciated by high net worth investors, which are ready to use it as an investment tool. And we have got very good traction in Philippines, and at least a couple of very big guys, they have adopted this model, and we are going to implement it. And microfinancing is very close to our heart, and that is the real seed of development for us, which we are looking at. And Dr. Yunus has also agreed to become a part of our effort there, because he will try to guide us and help us. And we are not stopping there. I'm sorry, I'll take some more time, because it is very, very important to understand how we are different. Because all banks do all these things, but we are certainly very, very different. All MasterCard, Visa card, everyone is doing. The real crux of our banking setup is here. See our group, business affiliates. In this you will see there are varieties of activities which have already become part of our banking system. So you have like World Mobile, through that we are using mesh telephony and a separate receiver set, independent wireless receiver set, to reach the unbanked area and remote areas. So we have everything in place to do the real upliftment of that section and that area in any part of the world. We are also going to use it in Philippines also with Africa. We have Libra project with renewable energy. We have Oryx project, Oryx Cash, which is utility. We have Lensend, which is which you can say counterpart of Ripple, because they are payment gateways for us. So we, our banking is going to use Lensend as the payment gateway. And
So,
That's what that was
what, summarize it in one line?
about. Got it.
you want to summarize, or I should summarize?
Yeah,
Okay. So this is by name it is a bank, but it is a tool for social development. It is a tool for financial inclusion, and it is a tool for basic development of the rural areas and underdeveloped areas, and not falling a prey to the hype of blockchain and cryptocurrency and all that, and to create the real asset by way of stable and very liquid asset in form of gold to back the whole eco services and ecosystem of the banking. That is the whole crux of the our project, and we control that gold mine in Peru, which is the 5th largest exporter of gold. So we are not dependent on anyone. That is why our gold-backed model banking will succeed and not fail like any other gold-backed models.
So can
Thank
we give
you.
him a round of applause?